What's going on, YouTube? My name is ginj-tcg, or Chris, and today I'm back with another Wild Wednesday, the series where we pull up a random Pokemon generator and I will make a deck with the first playable Pokemon I can get. So obviously, I know I get yelled at sometimes because I'll skip on a Pokemon that might be playable, and I apologize, but I'm making a deck off the top of my head with zero help, and I'm not trying to create some impossible combo I'm not going to pull off often. I'm just trying to play something I can make, not necessarily super easily, but I have an idea for very easily, because again, I'm not sitting and thinking about how I'm going to make this deck for an hour. I'm literally just like, oh, that's a cool card, I think I can make it work, I'm going to try right now. That's kind of the point of the series. You know, if there's a card where it's like, wait, there was something really good, just let me know in the comments and I'll visit the deck for sure. But you know, if there's nothing, if I'm drawing a blank now, I'm gonna skip it. And I mean, I don't necessarily know the perfect way to build a deck with every single card, so that happens sometimes. Some general rules past that: if I get any form of the evolution, I'll play it. So if I get Abra, I'll make a deck with Alakazam. If it's got a regional variant, I'll make a deck with any regional variant I think would be pretty cool. And I won't make a duplicate deck on a video I did within the past couple weeks. At least if I remember it. If I forgot it and I did, whoopsies. If you want to see me play that deck again, like let's say I get, I don't know, Gengar I think I made last week or the week before, I probably would skip on Gengar for today, but if you want to see me make another Gengar video, just let me know and I'll make another Gengar video. So that's pretty much all the rules. So we'll pull up the generator at this point and get rolling. I don't know why. Oh, I had Pidgey pulled up from when I was doing this before just for fun, because I actually have a lot of fun with the series. Wait, did I just get Thwackey? Oh, we can use Thwackey. I don't even need Rillaboom. I could actually just use Thwackey. Is it CK? Yes, it is. Boom Boom Groove. Dude, I can totally make a deck with Festival Leads. I've actually never made a Festival Lead video, so I could do that right now. And I know someone in my Discord sent a deck that got top 4 that I'm pretty sure used this and Swim Freely. I didn't look at that list, but that's something that's been on my mind for a while because I saw it in Japan a bit ago. So, do I want to make a Swim Freely deck or Festival Leads deck? I think I would have more fun if I made a Festival Leads deck, because I've actually never got to play it, and I have made a Swim Freely video. That being said, I fully plan on making Boom Boom Groove in a Swim Freely deck. So if you want to see that, let me know. Reinforce that idea that you want to see that, and that video will come out a lot sooner than I have planned, even though it'll be like within the next week for sure. Probably by the end of the week that video is coming out. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna rock with the Festival Leads deck because it's actually something I haven't done, which is really surprising to me on this channel. So let's do it. All right, I am going to pause the video for a second. I'm not really looking up any lists. I don't care to. I have more fun just making a list off the dome, and if it's trash and I forgot a super important card, that's the point of the series, for y'all to catch all my mistakes. And incoming time-lapse portion of the video where I make the deck. I will see you guys in the deck preview right now. Welcome back to the deck preview. So we made a Festival Leads or Festival Grounds, whatever you want to call it. We made a deck with it. I don't know if this is the perfect way to play it. I know off the top of my head this was the best way I could think of at the moment. So we're playing a 3-3 Grookey Thwackey line. I'm not playing the Rillaboom just because I didn't really have space to play the Rillaboom, nor do I really care. I think we'll be alright in a format like this without Rillaboom. I don't think there's too much Cornerstone Ogerpon running around. And then, yeah, so basically how it works, you pair it with Festival Leads Dipplin. And then if Festival Leads is in play, it's a stadium, we play 4 of them, you can attack twice. Festival Leads just says pretty much no special conditions will work. We can do 100 damage attacking twice is 200. However, we're playing 1 copy of Max Belt to do 50 more damage to EXs and a Defiance Band. So we should be taking some massive one-shot KOs a couple times. Attacking twice, which is like really, really sweet. And then even just as a one-price Pokemon, like, you know what, if we got to do some chip damage and then attack big, finish a KO, then soften up another Pokemon and KO, I think that's fine. Like, I think we'll 100% make it work with that. You know, we could also, like, gust up, like, Luminions, Squawk abilities, Mews, things like that, and then we could two-shot those, or one-shot those very, very easily. So I'm cool with just those tools for now. We're playing a 1-1 Rabsca Rellor line, so I can just stop all damage and effects of attacks done to my bench Pokemon, and since I have to do a lot of evolving, what's evolving one more Pokemon to get Manaphy and a buff Jirachi in one. I just think it's like a solid thing for this deck, especially when we're playing 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffins, 4 Ultra Balls, and 4 Bug Catching Sets. I feel like we should have an alright time getting our Evolution Pokemon out. I'm also playing to make sure I get them out TM Evo and a Rescue Board, so I've got my pivot in case Greninja's in play to help me draw a little bit. I don't know if Greninja's the most optimal Radiant. Actually, you know what? Do I want to change it? I guess I should change it now. Huh. Because I only play 7 energy, so the chance of me... You know what? I'll keep it in the deck. Greninja might be the most cuttable thing. I really don't know if Radiants are even in Festival Leads. I just put it in for now. But yeah, we've got a decent bit of Gust. We got 2 Boss, 1 Counter Catcher, which I think should be plenty. We're playing 3 Arven, 4 Iono, just for consistency. And I think overall, very solid list. We got a lot of Pokemon Search. We got some good recovery because it's easy to take KOs on our Pokemon. So, you know, we've got Night Stretcher, we've got Super Rod. That way I can make sure I'm keeping all of my Pokemon in play as much as possible. And if they go like canceling Cologne on Rabsca and take everything out, like, you know, if they've got Kyurem and Regidrago, I mean, that would hurt a bit. So hopefully it doesn't happen. Or like Qianpao doing that, I guess could hurt a little bit. But we still have Rod. I still think we might be able to take a decent KO, because we're just a single price deck. Like, we force a lot longer games in that sense. So I think this list is pretty solid. I don't know how close it is to the best Festival Leads. Honestly, I haven't looked at the deck in a while, like the specific list. I've played against it once or twice, but I have not legitimately like looked at a list for exactly what's in it in a good bit. So I might be a little rusty on how to make it work, but I think for the most part, it's just set up the deck and use Boom Boom Groove to essentially just search for anything multiple times a turn. You want like 2 of these in play every turn, and you should be chilling with that. So, you know what? Let's get into it. Let's see how good we can do. I'm pretty confident that we'll do alright. I'm going to take this deck on the ranked ladder. 0 warm-up. We're just going to full send this, take this on the ranked ladder, and hopefully we'll do alright. So I can't wait to get going on this. I will see you guys in match number 1. Welcome to match number 1. We open up with, I mean, I don't think a hand gets better than this at all. We really don't need Rellor in this matchup, because Raging Bolt, we just got to swing multiple times into and just kind of clutch up that way. So we're just going to Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I'm going to just get 2 of each out, and then I'll hold the Ultra Balls. Do I want to attach the energy? Not really. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's better to just hold it. I could Bug Catching Set now. Also think I'm going to pass on that. I think I kind of want to just hold the hand and see what they do. I really don't need many more Pokemon in play. I guess another... I could bench Rellor just to have an extra bench Pokemon. You know what? I might as well, right? To have an extra bench Pokemon to swing as hard as we can every single turn. I think it's more ideal to bench the Rellor. And getting another Applin would be awesome, because I'm assuming they're going to take a KO. So, I could Bug Catching Set. Is it worth it? If I whiff, I'm going to cry. But I got Ultra Ball, so I could get Grookey and just go Iono. If I get Festival Leads. Actually, yeah, you know what? Since we don't have Festival Leads in play, let's play the Bug Catching Set, and that'll do. That'll do nicely. I will gladly take those 2 Pokemon. I will hold the rest of the hand. I'm still going to need a pretty big top deck because I don't have Festival Leads in play. Yeah, actually, you know what? I guess it'll be a bit reliant on luck to kind of draw into those at the start, but I think we can make it work. I didn't want to play Chorus's Tenacity before I get yelled at about that as well, because that just makes it so much easier to use Kyurem if a deck happens to play by chance, and I just really didn't feel like dealing with that, so it's not something I was trying to do. But I think a matchup like this, we should be all right into. I'm trying to think if there's something like crucial I forgot to put in this list. I don't think there is, but that's like, I never am that confident in trusting myself that there legitimately wasn't anything more beneficial to put in the deck. And sorry if I keep like going off to the side and tapping my phone. I'm actually in the middle of cooking dinner as well. I've got something in the crock pot, and I'm just waiting for the right time to start all the other food I'm making with it. Just make sure all my dinner's done at the same time. So after this match, I'm probably going to take a 3-minute break and get my baked potatoes ready, smack those in the oven, and then I will be back for match number 2 and 3. I mean, to you guys, what, there will be 0 time at all. But if you're curious if it's like, I don't know, you know, I'm like getting my bearings again going into match number 2, that's probably why. So just a heads up with that. Also, you know what? I'm pretty stoked our opponent chose not to get this guy in play, because I'm pretty sure he could just, yeah, he could KO a Dipplin with that, ruin our prize trade because it's a single prizer, and that would be like the most annoying thing in the world. So I'm definitely not complaining about that. They're switch carding into Greninja. Wait, tell me they don't have the KO. No shot. That actually makes it very confusing for us, because I really don't want to swing into his Greninja unless he's ready to. Maybe I just go Arven for like TM Evo, right? Like Earthen Vessel TM Evo. I mean, we could evolve one Thwackey, the bench Dipplin. Let's go Arven for Buddy-Buddy Poffin TM Evo. Bug Catching Set TM Evo. Let's try this. Try to just thin as much as possible. I got the energy in hand, so we're kind of chilling on that front. So let's go Bug Catching Set, and we got a lot of stuff here. Let me take another... Let's get another Grookey and a Rabsca. So my reason for taking Grookey and not Thwackey, I've got Ultra Balls to get it down this turn. Actually, you know what? We're going to have a bunch, because I'm just going to use TM Evo and get him evolved, aren't I? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right. Hey, you know what? We've got 3 Thwackeys in play. I don't even know if there that many are on the deck, but we're going to rock with it. I mean, we got 1, 2. So that'll be sweet. And we got 3 in the deck. All right, so if we get Festival leads as a top deck, we're searching for 3 cards every turn. Like, I feel like our opponent's cooked at that point. Like, I have no idea how they follow up with that. I don't necessarily wish they took the KO, but I at least wanted to attack this turn. But I guess I don't really care if they're not attacking. But we still are in a rough spot, because I can't use Boom Boom Groove. Oh, wait, isn't it just... Oh, I misread the card. I definitely misread the card. I just need this guy to be in the active spot. This guy needs Festival Grounds in play to swing twice a turn, but if it's in the active spot, I could search for 3 things, and one of those things could be a stadium, then I could swing. Oh my god, I'm so dense. I'm so dense. I knew that too. I literally knew that's how it worked. Like before the video started, and here I am playing the deck for the first time in my life, clearly, and I'm figuring that out. Yeah, when I say I make these decks and jump into these games, like, I don't warm up for Wild Wednesday. That would just be unfair. The whole point is to make a chaotic series and figure it out as I go. And here is me having the realization that I probably could have taken a big KO and, you know, gotten some work in with any attacking Pokemon, maybe done some nice damage. But here I am being a bum and not doing that. Although I guess, you know what? All they had was Greninja. They could take Dipplin, actually. I'm not... no, I am a little worried about that. Although I could just Ultra Ball, get Dipplin out immediately. Yeah, it's fine. It's not the end of the world, actually. I could also get Rod back this turn, too. And just make sure I'm keeping all my Pokemon in play. We can one-shot this Ogre Pond. So what I want to do is go Defiance Band, because 260 is perfect Defiance Band numbers. I want to take a big KO here if I can. So let's go Applin. Let's Ultra Ball away, Ultra Ball, and whatever our top deck is, Arven. That's not really what I want to Ultra Ball away. You know what? I guess I could use it first, just to thin the deck more. Although I want to play Iono, I think, this turn. Yeah, I definitely do. So let's Ultra Ball away these guys. Let's take out Dipplin. So we got 2 and 1 left. I definitely want to Rod this turn, since we lost a full line, and I need both. I need both back in the deck. I need to make sure I got a full bench at, like, literally all moments. So let's go Dipplin. I'm going to use my first Thwackey for Iono. I'm going to see what I Iono into, and then I'm going to figure it out after that. So let me just double check. Is Rod in the deck? It is. All right, perfect. Yeah, let's use Thwackey first. If Rod was prized, I would have used Night Stretcher there just to guaranteed fill up my bench, but I think for now, we just want to shorten their hand. I got a whole bunch of things off that. See, this is almost exactly what I wanted to draw into. So, I've got Applin down. Now, I've got a full bench, time to play Festival Grounds, so I could attack twice. We got 2 more searches, so I guess I don't need a Rod this turn since I got another Applin down. So maybe I go, what? Defiance Band? Get that on the active so I could swing for KO. We're swinging 130 each time, I believe, right? Let me double check. Yeah, 130. So then I can search for one more thing. And what is the most ideal thing to search for? Maybe Rod, because I know I'll need to use it next turn. right? Because I could take back double Dipplin energy, because I know I have an extra Applin in the deck, and I prized a Dipplin. That would be pretty sweet. Although I don't even need energy. I got Arven for, like, Earthen Vessel. You know what? I think this is fine. And Max Belt. Yeah, we'll just take a Rod for next turn. I know I'll need Rod next turn. I'll figure out what I Rod for when I get there. For now, we're going to do the wave. And we are just going to swing for 130. I'm going to choose to attack again because I got Festival Grounds in play, and now I know what the stadium does. Luckily, I don't think I, like, misplayed or anything like that, because they had Greninja in the active anyways, and I couldn't KO that. We were tied on prizes, so I think we're fine. Like, I'm very happy I realized exactly how this deck works when I did, and not any later, because I needed to take a KO this turn, and I was able to use Defiance Band, so I am fine with how this game went. I don't think I have misplayed up until now, at least from that. I mean, maybe there was something else I could have done to be more beneficial. Maybe that Boom Boom Groove could have been anything that wasn't Rod, something more playable in the moment, but for now, I'm cool with it. If we can have our opponent dodge Sada here, that would be insane. If we could just swing. They got Flip the Script. Okay, never mind. They got 3 cards. I did the 3 cards and Greninja. They're probably seeing Sada. But next turn, all we need to do, get Dipplin, get Energy, get Max Belt, swing for KO. And then, who would be the easiest Pokemon to KO after that? Ideally, they would have played Squawk, and I would have just gone Boss KO on Squawk. End the game there, swing 200, KO that little guy. But since they don't, I could just 2-shot any other Pokemon. You know? If I don't 1-shot a Raging Bolt, I think it's fine, because I could just go Boss's Orders with Boom Boom Groove. And as long as we're keeping 2 Dipplins on the bench at all time, like 1 inactive, 1 on the bench, I don't think there's anything our opponent could do to really hurt us. I think the Rabsca was definitely a gutsy setup, and that probably should have been another Applin, but we had it, and I figured I might as well play it just to get it out there, so I'm not too upset about it at all. So our opponent's going to Iono us here, so we're going to lose Rod, but we're going to get 4 other cards. I'm curious to see if they could bump Festival Grounds. If they can't, we definitely need to search for one, and we get Max Belt and Ultra Ball. Actually, this hand is insane, too. I don't think I want to play Radiant Greninja this game. I think if we play 2 Thwackey and Greninja, that's a combo, or 3 Thwackey, no Greninja. So I'm going to Ultra Ball away Greninja top deck. And yeah, they just swing. Oh, yeah, we're in such a good spot because I got Max Belt already, too. And we got Ultra Ball to make sure I get another Applin out. So, yeah, this is sweet. All right, let's go Applin and active. I need some Ultra Ball to get Dipplin in play. We should have another Dipplin in deck. I hate to get rid of a Rescue Board, but I must. It's what's gonna happen. I need these other 2 cards really, really bad. So we're gonna get Dipplin, so we could put Festival Lead in the active spot and use 3 Boom Boom Grooves. So I need energy. I can't Vessel. My hand is too good. I guess I could Iono again before using the other 2. Maybe we do that. Maybe I attach Max Belt, search for Iono. I don't need Boss right now. I can always search for Boss later, and there's no point in me having Boss. So let's just take Iono. Maybe I'll get Rod, Night Stretcher, and Energy, or like the cards I'm kind of looking for, and I'm confident I could get one of those off this Iono. Because Rod and Night Stretcher do the same thing, but it helps me recover, and I get Rod and Energy, so that's so sweet. All right, let's Rod back. I probably don't need more energy in the deck, so I'm just going to take 1 more of these, 2 of these guys, and then I could always Night Stretcher another Applin going forward. We've got a bunch of energy, so that we're good on that front. So let's go Thwackey for, do we want Bug Catching Set? Maybe I go Bug Catching Set and then see if I hit anything. I could go Buddy-Buddy Poffin, but if I could get another energy and an Applin for next turn, that would be huge. And then if I whiff off this Bug Catching Set, I'll just search for here. So, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted off Bug Catching Set, was literally that right there. So now I actually have no idea what to search for with this. I mean, we got the energy here, so we're swinging for KO, because we're swinging for a total of 300 damage, which is pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. And with this, I think all I want to do is maybe go Night Stretcher in hand, right? Or maybe I actually just take another, so I don't have to waste my last Ultra Ball, get rid of some good cards. Maybe I just take another Dipplin, just ready to go for next turn. So if our opponent doesn't play Iono, if they play Iono, they're not playing Sada. And then I just evolve this and I could search for 3, and I think that would be the most beneficial thing. So let's do that. And then we'll be up 2 prizes, so we should have plenty of time to take a 2-hit KO. You know, take a couple turns, and we're not going to one-shot really anything on their board because we're capping out at 200 damage, but that's okay because we got so much time. We got, what, 3 turns to swing twice with 2 different Applins, and I think that'll be very easy for us to do. And we get Bug Catching Set Buddy-Buddy Poffin in hand. Oh my god, that's insane. That is so insane. We're totally fine because I should have a whole other Dipplin line, and yeah, we should be good for the rest of the game. I don't think I'm too worried. I also have Iono down to 3. This might be the most optimal time to play Festival Leads. I think LDF made a video on it recently. I didn't get to watch it. I think I just remember scrolling through my recommended before I was going to sleep last night. Because I usually play like nature documentaries or Bob Ross or something like that before I go to sleep, just to like help me de-stress and put something on the background. I don't feel bad if I'm like have my eyes closed too while I get ready for sleep. But yeah. Also, actually, wait, how much time is left? Yeah, I definitely gotta take like 2 minutes and just throw some potatoes in the oven. I'm making some baked potatoes, some good chicken, and a crock pot because I'm doing a big meal prep day today because I got a long day tomorrow. I got work, or technically today when y'all are watching, but I got work in class, so I'm gonna be shot. It's such a long day, so I won't have time to cook dinner. So I gotta bring lunch and dinner with me to work and to class. Yeah, it's a mess. Anyways, though, what I was getting to at was what? I don't remember. I actually have no... There was somewhere I was going to go with that. Completely forgot. I have no idea what I was going to say. I apologize. So, actually, I'm not scared of Bravery Charm at all. As long as you don't get over 300 HP with any Pokemon, which I don't think this deck can, I'm not worried. But in case anyone was wondering about how I've been doing with Happy, she has been doing so much better. And I know it's only been a couple days, but she's been doing great. I mean, she's so talkative. Me and her are, like, she is just a doll to play with. She is so much fun to just hang out with and spend time with. She's definitely social, like, when I'm in the room hanging out with her. This is rough, actually. It's not the hand I wanted to see after that Iono. Now we're in the roughest spot possible. Anyways, she's eating her wet food, which is great. She has been using her litter box, which is impressive for a blind cat. Still blows my mind. So yeah, all around, Happy's doing awesome. Thank you guys for all the support and helping me figure out, you know, exactly what's, you know, like what the right play is for a new cat owner, because it's safe to say, like, I had no idea what I was doing. So I'm gonna roll Pokestop, hope I get something, and Night Stretcher is exactly what I wanted to see. I was gonna say we can't get Ultra Ball because Ultra Ball is in our hand, but if I got Night Stretcher, I could take back Dipplin, which will help me cook up an insane turn. How many Dipplins do we have left in the deck? I could check right now, I guess. So I could play the stadium just to stop their Pokestop. Is there anything worth? Do I like go Iono again? Just put him down to 3? I feel like I should. I feel like I always go Iono here. That play has been working for us so well. Like, so insanely well. And we're swinging 200, so I can get Boss next turn and try to KO this Ogre Pond. So we're going to Iono here again. And then, in my hand, I want... Okay, so we have... Wow, Night Stretcher Energy. I'm going to take... Bug Catching Set. See if I can get a Dipplin in hand. Maybe Boss. Actually, I think Festival... No, I don't need Festival Grounds because I'll be swinging 200 now. So I'm actually just going to take a Bug Catching Set and try to hit a Dipplin here. And then... I could actually use my last one. I could take Boss, just put it in hand. And if they Iono me, I'll figure it out after that. So let's take Dipplin. And now we've got game in hand plus board because we'll have Boss's order. So then I can Bug Catching Set. See if I... Oh, actually, do I want to take another one? Maybe I did that wrong. I should have taken Boss off that last Boom Boom Groove, not Dipplin. Alright, I'm actually going to choose to leave this in the deck because if they go Iono again, I want the best chance of drawing into a Dipplin to allow myself to use 3 Boom Boom Grooves. So I'm just going to swing 100. Or 200, technically, because we can attack twice. So let's do this. And I'm not taking a KO, so Pheasantipity is not live. And they've got 4 energy in discard, 4 in play. They're down 8 energy. They should still have at least 1 or 2 more electric and fighting energies each. I wouldn't be shocked if they had another grass energy or 2. They'll probably get a Greninja play here. However, if I Iono them into nothing, like if they didn't get a Sada or Vessel or anything like that, they might just be kind of cooked. And we might just walk away with it pretty easily at this point. Like if they're forced to go retreat and they can't set up another attacking Pokemon, we're so golden. And they got Sada. Okay, they got Sandy Shock Sada. It's actually kind of problematic because they could take a KO with a single Prizer. I mentioned that at the beginning, and then they took it back. I guess they saw that line as well. but we can work around it because I really don't feel like dealing with the Sandy Shocks. It's just gonna ruin our prize trade. All we need to do is boss up Ogerpon and just cook that thing. They played Sada, so I'm not scared of our opponent playing Penny or something like that. They've played Prime Catcher, not worried about somehow Raging Bolt playing Scoop Up Cyclone. You could go Pokemon Catcher, KO another Pokemon, I don't care. The only Pokemon I need at this point are, what, one Thwackey for boss and Dipplin, and I've got Dipplin in hand and active, so that's that. You're not using boss's orders. Prime Catcher's gone. You could have more Pokemon Catchers. There it is. I'm curious to see who they take. Yeah, actually, who's worth it to take the KO? KO with Thwackey? That's interesting. If they swing with their active, I just win. I just promote, swing, win. And if they retreat into Sandy Shocks, now they're not KOing Thwackey. So, oh, they're seeing if we have a Switch in the deck. Well, lucky for us, I stuck a copy of Switch. We didn't discard it, did we? Thank gosh. If I discarded Switch, I would have been pretty sad, but no. All right, easiest chip ever. Ooh, I can't look for Switch, though, because it's not in the active spot. Oh, that does make things complicated, doesn't it? That does make things complicated. Okay, that's fine, right? So we evolve this guy. We throw the energy on both, so that way there's not an optimal KO between the two, and then I think we just pass. Yeah, no, we'll just pass. Okay. Forgot, I can't use Boom Boom Groove. If the stadium's in play, I need the Festival Lead in play. I'm confusing which one needs to be in play to use the ability. Okay, so we don't win this turn unless we happen to top deck Switch. If we top deck Switch, I mean, we're the goats. But I also don't see another play from our opponent other than KOing our active. And if they choose to just boss up other Thwackeys and deal with those, like, okay, I'm sure. Yeah, they're just going to Power Gem. So they're going to swing for KO, and we've got game in board all types of different ways. Because we got boss in hand as well. So actually, I don't even need to do anything, do I? No, I literally just need to boss up this guy and swing, because we're swinging for 80 damage, because Ogerpon's not weak, but we're doing it twice. So we're swinging for 80, taking the KO. I don't even have to attack another time, and our opponent still had 2 prize cards remaining. That's actually gross. No, we cooked that Raging Bolt deck. I definitely don't think that early game, not realizing how the abilities work together, made me worried at all. That was, I'm happy I realized that interaction in the very beginning of the deck. God, I definitely wish I played this deck more in my life. It is a ton of fun after just one video, and yeah, seriously, how have I never made a video on this deck? This is like right up my alley for a deck for this channel. That's insane. That's an epic game number 1. Let's get into game number 2 right after I throw my baked potatoes in the oven. And you guys will notice no time has passed, so I will see you guys in 2 seconds. Welcome to match number 2, where sadly we're going first. I feel like going second is nice just because we're able to set up. This hand also really isn't too good at all. It is kind of rough. They're playing Duskull. What are the chances they're taking a turn 1 KO? Honestly, I guess just hold the whole hand. I don't want to play Rescue Board and then watch them take a turn 1 KO, so I'm just going to pass. At least we got an Applin down, so what I'm thinking, if we could somehow top deck Festival Grounds, I can use TM Evo as my first attack and then actually swing with Do the Wave. That would be sick. And they get double Bidoof and another Duskull. I have no idea what our opponent's playing, and they pass. Okay, so it seems... Oh my god, wait. Am I actually going to pull it off? No shot. No shot. All right. Can that work? Does that work right? So I need... Oh, I don't have any Pokemon on the bench, though. So I forgot. I need to get I need Buddy-Buddy Poffin and Earthen Vessel here. And I really can't get both of those things. I guess it's more important to probably set up the board like this, and we could just take a Defiance Band to take it. You know, if they get their Duskulls evolved, we'd be kind of cooked. But at least I can get some more Pokemon in play to hopefully help a little bit more. I don't see a reason to retreat Rabsca yet, so I'm not going to. I think it's more important to just hold the hand. I really don't want to lose a Dipplin. If I don't see, all I did was pass this turn when I take that cut. When I, like, there was a random cut there, all I did was pass. I just had to sneeze twice. I completely lost my train of thought. I just had two massive sneezes and actually, like, legitimately hurt my head on the second one because it was that big. So I guess all I'm praying is my opponent doesn't get a Dusclops or Dusknoir in play, ideally. I guess Dusclops, it could KO my benched Applin, which would be annoying, but we take a prize, which I also kind of need, so it's not the end of the world. If they get double Dusclops, oh, they're targeting down in Grookey. Okay, hey, not bad. I'll take a free prize. So that's one. So now we're up a little bit, and we get Thwackey. So that's actually pretty solid if they don't have... Oh, Luxray. That's fine, though. Yeah. They have Rod. Oh, they got B-Bro for 5. Okay. So what do they need? Reversal Energy plus Dusclops to KO Grookey or a switch out somehow. It's actually not bad odds. They haven't played a supporter this turn. They could probably pull it off. Counter Catcher. Alright. That's... Ooh, if they take a KO, yeah, we're going to be cooked if they take a... Actually, not necessarily. Depending on what I could pull off. Oh, they've got another Cursed Blast plus a KO on Dipplin. Is that worth it, though? They're giving us 2 prizes to take 1. We have another Applin in play. I'd be very surprised if they go Cursed Blast here. I guess they have to. Because that thing is just sitting in the active for no reason. They have to take out our only Grookey. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's alright. So our whole vibe just got a lot worse. And it all comes down to, does our opponent have reversal energy? If they do, we'll cope. If they don't, we'll figure it out. Honestly, yeah, we're bricking so bad here, too. We don't have really anything playable. They go Squavette. That tells me they don't have reversal. And they got Cleffa. Probably off the prizes, so they're going to go Cleffa. Yeah, they just want to draw into a new hand. They get Nest Nash B-Barrel next turn. They got 3 cards in hand. Oh. Wow. This is a much harder match than I thought. I feel like if we had the setup like we did last game, we would have cooked our opponent. We'd be taking multiple KOs a turn. But right now, I'm really not doing anything with myself. If we can somehow pull this off, if we get like an energy... I mean... If I must, you know, if I gots to, do I want to take double KO here? Yeah, I definitely do. Honestly, do I get rid of Vessel? I really don't want to get a Rescue Board. I definitely don't want to get rid of Festival Grounds. I'm going to get rid of TM Evo because we got Thwackey in hand. And if they KO our bench Grookey, I'm cooked regardless. Not cooked, but like I'm back in complete and utter top deck mode. So let's just take double energy here. Let's just vibe with this. Let's smack down an energy. Let's smack down Festival Grounds. Let's do the wave for 60. That hurts, but we take a prize card. We can't play it though. So if they promote B-Barrel or Luxray, we're not taking a KO. However, we are setting up B-Barrel and Luxray to get KO'd very easily with do the wave next turn. So, not the end of the world. Like, if we could somehow pull off... They definitely have reversal in hand, though. They wouldn't have promoted that. But if we could somehow... Oh, no. But then we lose our Festival lead Pokemon. Oh, my God. This match is a mess. I have no idea what's going on. I have zero idea what's happening this game. They get rid of another Duskull and a Dusknoir. Alright. This is an interesting deck. I'm very interested to see how this deck does against others. I feel like this isn't the matchup they were looking for. And they go Dusclops again, giving me another prize. And they take out Applin, but they're also KOing my only active Dipplin. So yeah, we're kind of in a really, really tough spot here. We're going to need another full turn to set up an evolution Pokemon. And with that, they might be able to make a comeback. And of course, I got rid of TM Evo when I get a Buddy-Buddy Poffin. This would have been the world's best time to rip a TM Evo. Is definitely a misplay. I need to take 1 second. I need to just go get some allergy meds or something because I'm getting hammered right now. I will be right back. I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry. Fixing my headset. I'm back. All our opponent did, as far as I saw, was they really just did Nest Dash, B-Barrel, and then swung for KO. Put us in the most impossible spot. And we need to get an insane turn going, and I really don't know if we can pull that off. I mean... Alright, we got Thwackey down, so at least that's not Dusclopsable, but we have to Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and I think we just have to go double Applin, because if they go, like, Boss on Applin and then use Dusclops to KO our other Applin, we'd be... Actually, yeah, we'd just be so cooked if they did that, so I can't get another Grookey down. I have to hope they don't have Dusclops and Boss, I think. We could go Psychic. Actually, Psychic would take the KO, that's so funny. That's actually hilarious. Wait, why does that cook? Why did that cook? Yo, Rabsca putting in work right now. What? That actually might have fixed everything. Now Dusclops is completely taken off the board. If they go Dusclops, we win, period. That's insane. Yo, Rabsca might have bought me another turn. Rabsca actually legitimately might have bought me the victory if I could top deck any sort of way to evolve. Maybe TM Evo wasn't the play since we had the KO, and they got Nest Dash to 1, Industrious Incisors to 5. They got rid of our stadium to put down an Artisan, but we got 2 more Festival Grounds in hand, so I ain't complaining about it. And they got the Dusknoir. All right, but again, if they use Curse Blast, we win. Will they realize that? Or are they going to do it and be like, oh, I want to take the out? No, they don't. All right, yeah, they just swing. Makes sense. That is the best play for our opponent. So we're just going to go Applin. And we've got, I believe, 1 more turn to get this going. What do we top deck? Counter Catcher. Really doesn't help at all. I could Artisan just to thin the deck out of something. We could take another Thwackey just to get it out of the deck. Or Grookey, excuse me. And do I ever Tumbling Attack? Honestly, I might. Because that damage somehow might matter to put them under 100, or as close to it as possible. Because Defiance Band definitely isn't. I should have got rid of Defiance Band and not TM Evo. This would have been the perfect turn to go TM Evo. Not last turn, this one. So we can't do that. I think I'm just going to Stadium Bump because we got another in hand, and I don't want to get rid of my last energy, though, because that's another thing I'll need to top deck. So I think we just pass, even though I don't know how we get a full bench to one-shot next turn. Although we're attacking twice, actually, so if I could just attack, if I just get Dipplin, I think we could win. And they got B-Barrel, Nest Dash, B-Barrel. Ooh, Neutralization Zone actually does not matter much. That could have been an awesome A-Spec for this deck. Maybe I missed out on that. Although Max Belt, I mean, it won us last game. Like, you can't say Max Belt did not win us last game. We were absolutely able to cook because of that. So they're going to get Reversal Energy for Dusknoir. It's going to be live, and they're going to Iono us down to 1. I think we're cooked at this point. We're going to need Dipplin and Energy somehow, and all we get is a Grookey. I got no words. I think this matchup, matchup number 2, it's just my sneezing, the mid-match allergy medication. It was just an omen that this game was not going to go the most ideal. But we're trying, and we've pushed this deck very, very far, all things considered. So if we can somehow top deck Dipplin, I would need... Oh, I need Energy and Stadium. And Dipplin. I need 3 cards, and I've only got 1. That doesn't do it. Oh, no. Yeah, that's game. That's so unfortunate. So I got Grookey. I got Buddy-Buddy Poffin. At least I knew that even with the last hand, my top deck would have been Grookey, and I still wouldn't have had game. We just could not get a Dipplin involved, so we would just pass, give them game. That one hurt. Match number 2 hurt. I feel like we're in that game the whole time, honestly, because of their Dusknoirs and Duskskulls and stuff like that. We just bricked so hard. So that seemed like a cool deck. But imagine if we, like, didn't brick the whole game somehow. I feel like we would have obliterated. Like, I don't know how good it actually is. I definitely want to look into it, though, because that was fun to play against. That was legit. Like, that was a solid deck. Definitely something I want to look into, how well it could legitimately do. But for now, we're 1-1, and I'm all right with that. Let's take Festival leads into matchup number 3, and I guarantee we gonna cook our opponents. So let's get into it. Let's get rocking. See you there. Welcome to match number 3, where we are going second and up against Cloth. My God, do I love Cloth as a Pokemon, as a deck. I mean, it is just, you can't tell me that boy is not the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. I mean, that is exactly what a Pokemon should be. And we have a decent hand to start. And by a decent hand, I mean I have Iono to reset my hand because it's really not that good. And they go Squawk and Seize and get rid of their A-Spec. Wow. They get rid of Silene, Palpad, Colress's Tenacity, and Unfair Stand. Plus, that's actually 5 ridiculous cards to get rid of just to attach pass. Criminal behavior. Okay, so we are going to actually... Dude, Festival Grounds destroys our opponent because they can only attack if there's a special condition in play on them, and Festival Grounds says, nuh-uh. So we're going to just play that. I mean, that's just auto shuts them down. And Iono just reset both of our hands. Wow, this is actually shockingly bad. I somehow have whiffed like everything. Oh boy. Who's... okay. I think we'd rather sack Grookey. I'd rather... I could switch into Applin, but if they KO that, I'd be more upset. Because I could still attack twice, and I could one-shot Claw off easier because it's weak to grass. And I have Iono in hand for next turn. I just have to hope they don't have a Stadium Bump. If they don't have a Stadium Bump, we'll be good. And they put actually future booster caps, ancient booster caps on Squawk, so they can't put any other tools there, which is really good for us. I don't know if there's a better tool they would put on Squawk, but they can't. So they're forced to Arven, also not Chorus's Tenacity, not necessarily digging out a Stadium. They do have Ancient Booster Capsule plus Nest Ball. They could theoretically use Brute Bonnet's ability, but Festival Grounds says actually no Pokemon can be affected by special conditions, so they wouldn't Poison Claw, which means they would only swing for 10 damage, because DTE is 30 minus 20 equals 10. So this is insane. And Hisuian Electrode V, an insane attacker in the deck that also relies on being affected by status conditions, and here it is. They try to poison. Why are they able to poison our Pokemon? Wait, what? That shouldn't work. My Festival Grounds should protect all Pokemon from status conditions. Why was your Brute Bonnet able to poison me? That's not very cash money of you. And they're realizing now exactly the situation they're in. This is so insane, dude. They are livid. I know homie is why is Cloth not? Oh, Binding Mochi does nothing, dog. We ain't scared. That's so funny. Nah, homie's pressed for sure. Actually, low-key, so am I. Why is my Grookey poisoned? Is it gonna matter? I really don't think so, but why is he poisoned? It doesn't change anything. I need to know what's going on. I know, like, Iono probably isn't necessarily the best play, because I don't want to give him more cards, but this is a situation where I need more bench Pokemon, and one Grookey, or Thwackey, if I chose to go Ultra Ball, like, wouldn't fix everything. So they're going to go into a Hisuian Electrode. They're going to swing for 0 damage. Why am I poisoned? That's insane. It actually worked. Festival Grounds should say no. It's not very cool. It's not very cool at all. All right, so we're just going to evolve. We're going to switch. Man, is there a way I could fix this with just... No, and I can't Ultra Ball away Night Stretcher and Festival Grounds. If they get a Stadium Bump, I need all my Festival Grounds to make sure their deck doesn't work for as much of the game as possible. And this is a legit hand to get into. I don't have Grookey or Thwackey, which I really wanted, but I am swinging for 160, which isn't bad, because then I leave Hisuian Electrode in KO range of my other Dipplin, and then I also have Iono again. So, you know what? Not bad. And if I gave him a Stadium out, I gave him a Stadium out. We'll play Iono. We'll figure it out. For now, they're definitely in the rougher spot. This is definitely not the matchup they wanted to hit. This is a matchup I didn't know I wanted to hit, but now I am ecstatic I did hit it. So I'm not complaining at all. So word. I mean, we gonna cook them. We gonna figure out what's good. Also, it's definitely towards more the end of the video now, so I don't mind getting a little bit more into what's going on. Because if you're watching this far in the video, dog, you're a homie, and I know you don't mind listening to me yap a little bit. And I just wanted to say, my uploads might be getting just a little bit less frequent from now on, because I started full-time working, as well as grad school. So my schedule's a little chaotic. Wait, how is he poisoned? What? No. That shouldn't work. I'm so confused. You used Toxic Powder, but this says recover can't be affected by any special conditions. Why does that work? I'm a little pressed about that. That should not work. What? Really? That's definitely a bug now. I don't think. Wow, this hand is a joke. This can't be real. I could Vessel away an energy, then out some more energy. Might as well do that. And then I could Buddy-Buddy Poffin, then out some more basics. Try to just look for some Grookeys and whatnot. This is insane. I am upset about that. We have no more. Wait a second. We prized 2 Applins. This game hates me. This game does hate me. And we're gonna whiff one. Dude, please, just like a Grookey, thank you, or Thwackey, oh my gosh. Alright, I'll take it, we got one. I'm gonna evolve the one without any damage on it for now. That ability still shouldn't work. This is much better. Actually, we could take... No, I'm gonna take a Dipplin here. And then we're gonna evolve this Thwackey. I'm gonna use Night Stretcher... Or I'm going to use Boom Boom Groove to get Night Stretcher, and then I'm going to use Night Stretcher because I apparently really need another Applin on my bench. I didn't realize that I prized 2 of them, so that's not good. And then with my last card, I will search for... What do we have? We have Dipplin Energy in hand. Honestly, you can search for, like, Iono. Just... we played all our Ionos. Oops, that's awkward. Maybe Rescue Board, maybe Rod, I don't mind. Between Rod and Rescue Board, I think we go Rod. Just get the rest of all of our Dipplins and whatnot, because we'll have 3 in discard. Yeah, we'll have 1 Dipplin, 2 Dipplins, 1 Applin, so I definitely like Rod next turn. We're going to do the way for 100 twice. So we're going to take a KO here, take 2 prize cards, see who they promote. This is big. This is actually a huge turn for us. And then we can set up damage on anyone to get KO'd after. And half their single prize Pokemon, Squawk gladly take... Easiest boss KO for 2 prizes of my life. And we'll see if they somehow can use Festival Grounds again. I should be walking through this deck. You should have no way to get Pokemon poisoned. Why is this working? What? What? A little bit of ginj-tcg tilt. Long day at work. Plus, this bug is not what I wanted to see. But I am starting to get a smell of the food that's cooking, so my tummy's also rumbling a little bit. I think it's the hunger coming out. I think the smell is just, my God, I can't wait to get this food in my tummy, man. I'm hungry. Yeah, no, I've actually taken a big liking to cooking lately, too. Cooking's been a lot of fun for me. Not something I really spent a lot of time doing in my life until I moved out, and my God, am I happy I started, because I think I'm an alright cook. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm, like, the world's best cook, or, like, brag about any one meal I can make absolutely perfectly better than anyone else, but I've had fun, and I feel like I've done pretty good thus far, cooking, like, learning how to cook and stuff like that, so I'm enjoying it. And I'm a big foodie, so I love that now I'm learning how to cook. Anyways, our opponent's going to play Morty's Conviction, draw a whole bunch of cards. They're going to leave us with every card in our hand, which is perfect. They'll flip the script. We'll see if they could use Brute Bonnet's ability again. I mean, again, they shouldn't be able to. Am I reading this wrong? Each Pokemon that has any energy attached. Oh, that's why on Hisuian Electrode. Okay. To be honest, I never read that entire stadium. Wow. I feel like I just pulled a Rich. Crazy call out. Yes, I just called out one of my best friends. He never reads cards. I just did it. I've just been tilting because I thought I knew what this card did this entire time. I thought it's just Pokemon is affected by special conditions. No, it's any Pokemon with energy attached can't be affected. So they scoop. Okay. Whew. I was gonna say if they got a Cloth, use the ability before the energy came down. It would. Oh no, because then they would heal themselves if they did that. So they would have had to go Electrode again, and we would have just one-shot that and taken a huge lead. Yeah, no, we still cooked that deck. We absolutely cooked that deck. You know what? As far as Wild Wednesdays go, this might be one of my favorite because my God, was it a hot mess. And I think that's exactly what I wanted out of the series, so I'm super happy that this Wild Wednesday was, in fact, a Wild Wednesday. And down from the very first play to the very last play, I have misread the entire deck and still managed to get a 2-1 positive record on the ranked ladder. And I think we could have went 3-0. I think we could have if I didn't just brick out of my mind the second game. So you know what? We'll take it. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for bearing with me on my schedule change. And now my life is getting together. So this is when I'm starting to create like my life schedule, if that makes sense. So thank you for just bearing with me with all the changes I've made. Seriously, I appreciate my entire community so much. You guys actually make me feel so special and so heard and just so welcome and happy to be here doing what I do. So thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. And yes, I am, as I drop all the cards I'm shuffling, I am talking to you. Thank you so much. I just punched my mic. I'm sorry. With that being said, stay epic. Peace.